Music you might hear in the video does not belong to me. And today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to build without using foundations because foundations lag really badly and we don't want that. So alternatives to foundation building are the sandstone pillar and the fence foundation. And also remember that you can use the foundations to lower or raise where you want the fence foundation to be. And in order to raise the foundation piece, you add a fence foundation on top of it, and it will raise it to where you want it to be. Aside from that, there is also a trick that you can do with stable pieces that will allow you to do something called double walling, which whenever you are building something, you can use it to make windows or a variation of things. What I usually use it for is if I have a porch that I want to have a fence over it, but it's not going to let me because it doesn't connect to anything. What I will do is add those pieces. So you put your fence down at the bottom, you put a door frame, and then you can replace the door frame with a wall. An example that I will show you is a gazebo. Although if you want to use the wooden strut, you have to put the wall down before it will replace it. I don't know why it does that, it just does. So we're going to make our gazebo a little round thing. Oh my gosh. Like that. And you don't have to use the foundation piece, like the fence foundation. You can use walls using the pillars as well. But this is just to show you how this goes. So I choose a spot for my door. And yes, doing this, it keeps the pillar piece up, the fence piece up, and you can put a door there and it'll give you the strut look. So then I'll go through with whatever fence piece that I want. You add in the doors, and then you can add in the walls or whatever you want it to look like. And then you put on whatever roof you want. I just like the thatch roof. And there you have it. A gazebo that doesn't require anything on the inside. Aside from that, whenever you build with sandstone pieces, the outer piece can be like that, the inner piece can be like this, and this is going to be another use of ceiling pieces. So that is your outside piece. With these big bay windows, they don't tend to connect up top. If you have them a certain way, they will go above the roof, and I'll show you using a piece over here. So let that load. So this is how it looks without lowering it down one, and this is how it looks with lowering it down one. Another thing that you can do is something with pillars. And so if I wanted to get a pillar on the edge of, say, this one right here, put that down, put a pillar in the center, and then we're going to knock that out. Okay. So you're going to take a stair piece. You can do it like that, that's fine. Put that down, then you put the pillar. Okay. There. Now, thank you. We're going to put the stair down, and then that will bring it down to the edge right there. And then you can just fill in the sides with either that, or you can fill it in with whatever type of piece you want right there. So you can use the double walls to make it look, you know, a bit more like a window without using the windows that are in the game, especially if you want to use the lattice type structure. You can use gates to raise foundations that you want raised, or not gates, but fences. And you can use pillars and these fence foundations to get rid of the need for the foundation itself. So that gives you the ability to have it in various locations. See? So I will build, suppose, an example build using the tricks that I've shown you here. And we'll go build it by the water over here. I'm just going to build it out of sandstone. Or no, I'll build it out of wood. Why not? You can use a variety of different wood pieces, of course, to simulate what you're wanting done. So I'm going to put a wooden house on stone so that the stone doesn't get washed away. And let's see. And usually whenever I build, I make sure that all of my building pieces are facing the correct way, because that drives me nuts when it's not. And usually for the foundation pieces itself, like the pieces that hold it up, I will go either insulated wood, because it does have a little bit of stability to it. So if somehow it gets knocked into that far, using tier 3 on the outside, if it gets knocked into it that far, then you have a little bit of time to save it. But otherwise it doesn't really matter. Okay. So for the base, I'll use the Midian wall, turned so that it's outward facing. This gives it a nice stone foundation without using foundation pieces. This entire structure will be held up by that one foundation piece that's right there. And if I want, you know, I can go back and add like the insulated wood on the sides. Oh yeah, it's gonna cause issues for me today for some reason. That's fine. Alright. And usually I'll go down instead of up. And then from here, you can just move it around. And if you're worried about that support, you can go back in and add another one in the middle. But tier 3 materials tend to be harder to tear down. Also tend to pay attention to what you're doing, because otherwise you can destroy your build completely. You can also outline the frames of your build, although when you do that, sometimes it won't let you do the trip. Let me just see if it'll let us do it here. Okay. Okay, it's not gonna let us. It's kind of poop, right? But it's fine. What's that? But, yes. For this, you can add something like storm glass. I don't know. I had you there a moment ago, you... we'll go with this one. See? And then you can just replace it if it's not wanting to do what you want it to do. You can still make it do what you want it to do. But I don't like the look of the storm glass, so I'd probably do something along the lines of lattice. So, and then you can add whatever kind of wall you want. For example, there are the new Acer walls. Those are cool, right? Can add the support frame. For the side piece, I wouldn't really worry about stability because it does have that front right there. Wait, what that? Ooh, I'm sorry, that's new. I didn't know it would do that. Heck yeah, if it's gonna do that, then we're gonna do that. Okay. And then you can add whatever kind of wood look you want. This is more like, I'd say middle tier type of wood. This would also probably be like a middle tier type of wood, kind of. Excuse me, new to the home Um, and hate when it does that. But my biggest concern in it all is just making it match. Okay, cool. No, I'll deal with that later. Okay. So then, door frame, which, let's go. Oof. And I missed the pack that had the really cool side pieces. But whatever wooden pieces you have, you can just use it to fill in. Then we'll use fancy stairs, because why not? And you can also add in that if you wanted to. And I made this character max height for a reason, so yes, you can use it to walk in and out. So, there. It's one type of house using some of that. You can build another house. I'll just do it out of this. You bring this up as high as you can get it to go. Probably do Good grief. Okay. Like that. And then on the inside, you put down a foundation piece. And you lower it about 3 times. So we're on 2, we gotta go down 1 more. Okay, and you can replace the foundation piece that you used with a pillar or whatever you want to replace it with. I'm just gonna leave the foundation piece there because why not? Then you, in order to get up to the next area, you use one of the stage pieces. I'm not going super fancy with this simply because and if you were wanting to use a flat roof for, say, the reason of being able to get up on top of your house, I hate that. Anyways, for being able to get up on top of your house, oh, that's gonna bother me. This isn't anything that I've built before, so I'm just testing at the moment. My apologies. There we go. Alright, yeah, that looks good. So now you can get up on top of the house and do whatever it is you need to do up here. Like, say there's a second story up here or something. Remember, you can just mix and match pieces to get things that look nice together to give you what you want. And that's a little Nord-ish style housing arrangement. That looks more or less okay. I actually think I might instead Do this one. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. And you can add whatever to it, but for now, this is how you would work it off if you had a one high, because if you have it too close to you, then the camera angle can get a little wonky. But if you don't want your building to look too terribly tall, or you want to be able to have that upper space, you can just bring it down. And if you want to like have a wall in here, like so, you can. And it can even have a little top piece to it. That will stick up a little bit, but it's hardly noticeable. In fact, you just continue the wall or do whatever you want to do. Because usually I add little separators in small houses like this because it makes it look so that you have a little eating area, say here in the corner. So, for example, okay. Let's see. Bed. This bed is too big for this, I think. Yep. So, smaller bed. Even smaller bed. Yes? Yes. Okay. So, small bed. Go with this table. It's kind of tiny. I'll go with the median seat. Make sure you can walk through that space. I'm on a max height character, so anybody can definitely get through there. And then for the stove, you just find... Oh, no, that's too big. Like, you can grab the stone bench. Add some, like, pots or something to it. And we'll see if we can do a campfire. There we go. No, campfire is too big. Oops. Also too big. Maybe an actual stove will fit here? I've done these before, I don't know why I'm derping so hard on it. Yes, it can be a bit tight. But let's put your campfire down there. Have a little cooking area, which I would probably put that on the bottom floor anyway. So maybe instead put it here. with a little bit of storage. Okay. So you can also switch the cupboards and things to over here in this corner. It's just, there's a lot you can do with that tiny amount of space, and it look like it's a separated area. But I think that this is everything that I wanted to display. So thank you so very much for watching. If there are any questions, you can ask in the comment section and I'll do my best to respond. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.